The hydropower generated in Quebec is renewable and has a low carbon footprint. But how do we know that for sure? We conduct rigorous field studies to document the GHG emissions of our facilities. And we rely on an integrated tool called life cycle analysis that enables us to compare different types of energy. But what is life cycle analysis? It's a method that assesses the environmental performance of a product or activity over its entire life cycle, from the extraction of raw materials to production, distribution, use, and end of life. Think of it as a balance sheet that quantifies all the materials and energy required to produce and use a product or activity, as well as the emissions and residual materials it generates. At Hydro-Québec, life cycle analysis considers the construction of a hydropower facility and the roads and means to access it, infrastructure maintenance, the construction and maintenance of transmission lines, electricity distribution and related maintenance. Concrete, steel, and fuel are all included. Most of the carbon footprint of Quebec's hydropower is attributable to the reservoirs, which release the GHGs produced when organic matter starts to decompose after their impoundment. Hydro-Québec measures these emissions and those released by the aquatic and terrestrial environments they replace to document what's referred to as the reservoir's net emissions. The result is a comprehensive picture that reflects the reality in Quebec. We then use this data to calculate the carbon footprint of a kilowatt-hour generated in Quebec and compare it with other power generation options. Quebec's hydropower emits far fewer GHGs than electricity generated from fossil fuel. Its carbon footprint is comparable to that of renewables like wind and solar energy. Our low-carbon renewable energy contributes to the decarbonization of Quebec and its neighboring provinces and states. It's a source of collective pride.